Hi everyone, hello, how are you? Welcome back to my channel Tarot with Anne-Marie, where we are looking at how we can read cards, as in the tarot cards, in combination. So we've been studying the Four of Cups recently, so that's the card we're going to actually pair up tonight with some major arcana cards. I'm just going to share the link with you so that if you wish to come on as a guest, just talk about your journey of tarot, then you can join me. So here we go. Let's put the link up for you now. So I've just shared that on YouTube, hope that's okay. And if you're watching from anywhere else, like my Facebook pages or from Twitch, do say hello, don't be a stranger. So, Four of Cups, hello, how are you? Are you feeling better? Passionate Sagittarius here. Hi, good day to you. How are you feeling? You had COVID, I know. I'll give you a moment to actually answer that, Passionate Sagittarius. I do hope you're feeling a lot better than you were. Do say hello, everybody. We are a very friendly bunch, and yeah, we're looking at how we read cards. Okay, Four of Cups. All right. So Passionate Sagittarius will probably come on and say how she's doing. Hope it's not that. Four of Cups. What's it about? It can be about apathy. It can also be about contemplation. So I've got the World card up for you there. And what does the World card mean? So if we were to shuffle our deck and do 78 cards, here we go, my light's playing up yet again. So I'm going to get rid of it. Hello, Ramon. Hi, how are you? How are you getting on? Hi. So, Raman, I think you bought one of the courses and you said you're doing it. I think it's you. Yeah. Ah, still nasty. Of course, COVID is serious. So do take good care of yourself. Okay. Right. Thanks, Passionate Saji. So we've got Raman. Hi, hi, hi. And we've got Passionate Saji, and I am melting as usual. It's just getting hotter and hotter here. Four of Cups, card of contemplation, but also can be a card of apathy, as you saw that I brought up for you a moment ago. And got to put that up. Okay, so what you're saying is, brilliant to have you along. I don't think we've actually seen you on the lives. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Passionate Saji is someone that's actually doing the courses too. So, you know, if you're looking actually for somebody to just be a tarot buddy with this method, yeah? Ah, you do. Okay. So I get a bit confused when I've got the messages coming on. You appreciate it when the words are beneath the cards. I just thought it might just go bang and make it a little bit easier. So that's what I'm going to do. Bless you for that. Raman's here. Wonderful to have you along. Hope you're going to be able to stay a little bit. So the World card is about completion. So if we are shuffling our deck and we've got 78 cards and we pull any card, it can feel a bit random and we're going, what is it? I've got to remember all this stuff. Now, although I do very intense tutorials with you, and I know they are, that's for you to look at any time. The courses are there for any time, so you can keep growing and growing and growing and growing. But if you are using this method of pairs, which comes from, you need to divide your deck into two. 22 major cards on one pile, 56 minor cards on the other. So you shuffle the 22 major and then you shuffle the 56 minor. And then you pull one from each deck. So let's say we've pulled the top one from the major arcana and it's the World. And we're going to be sticking with the one we've picked from the 56 minor arcana, which tonight is featuring the Four of Cups. So there we go. So if we've chosen this pair, this combination, and it's our first pair out, i.e. in the now position, what does it mean? Well, we know that the Four of Cups can be contemplation. So this could be the completion of something. But when we complete something like the World card, I'm sorry to say, we're usually embarking upon the next stage. So although we're celebrating our success, we're contemplating what's next. So I hope that makes sense. It's a very positive pair. Four of Cups isn't always negative. It's about decompressing. I tell you, this could be for me tomorrow. Why? Because I think I have just finished successfully doing the 6 courses for the major arcana, minor arcanas, and court cards. So they're all separated, but I've updated them. And I'm editing the last one, and I've got to watch through how we actually thread it all together. I'm sure there'll be some bumps in the road. I'm not a TV presenter, but I've done it to the highest quality that I could, and I've had far more than there was. People say, I want to go straight into your method. I understand that, okay? But there will be bits missing. So it's always good if you want to go into the intermediate and then onto the advanced to actually go, you know what, I need to go back and find out more about the major arcana or the court cards. So I've done it in a way that you can actually do pick and mix in whichever way you want to do it. You might say, I don't want that, I want this. Do what makes you comfortable, okay? But using pairs will help you. Instead of just drawing a card of 4 of Cups and going, I don't know what to do, by having the World card, at least you can feed the energy from the minor card, either 4 of Cups, into the World card. So you've completed something. Now you actually need to decompress and be on your own, because you're going, well, what's next? What do I need to do next? It might be a happy feeling, but you might need to be away from everyone and everything to be grounded in your choice and to have the emotions that will allow you to do something that helps you grow from that experience of completing one thing and moving on to the next cycle. A great example would be, do you know what? I just finished the beginner's class for tarot, and now I don't know what's next for me. Am I going to do psychic studies? Am I going to actually look at something that takes me onto an advanced level or an intermediate level? Am I going to do Reiki? Am I going to do crystals? Am I going to do oracle cards, I Ching, Feng Shui? You know, and our journey and the order we do it in can be important, but it's probably not, but it's how it makes you feel. Because 4 of Cups is about your feelings, okay? So very important. So we may need to contemplate not what's next, because we have got completion. All right. I'm going to put up, oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Thank you very much. I'm going to put up some keywords for you again, just play this for you, and I'm going to adjust the fan in here because I'm melting. Sorry, that took a little longer than I would have liked to have. I'm really sorry, but the aircon was not actually coming this way. And I can't bear being this hot. It's like this every day. So when the aircon's not working, it's uncomfortable. Okay, so all about the emotions, Four of Cups. And we've said that it could also be the word apathy. So if we actually took away the contemplation and just did apathy, I can't put every single word on here for you. I just did that on the little scene that I gave you about keywords. But apathy, why might we actually go, I'm feeling apathetic? Well, that might be because you've completed something and it feels like a loss. You know, what am I going to do now? You know, bit like when you graduated and we get that feeling of, I don't know what to do next. I'm feeling at a loss. I do know there is something next, but I can't think what that is right now. And whatever you say, somebody might say to you, you've just left school and graduated, maybe you need to be a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, a doctor, a lawyer, you know, whatever. I just said anything there. And you go, nope, 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 nope. And that is sometimes what we feel because there is something that you're dwelling on. And if we're looking at that as Three of Cups. See, the Four of Cups, if you actually look at your cards, and remember, always look at the suit because that's where it's connecting. This is emotions it's connecting to. So emotionally, this person is looking at the Three of Cups. So although we've got Four Cups and that's what it's about, they're dwelling on the three. And if you remember the Three of Cups, as in if you've not seen the tutorial, look at that in the podcast. I'll be showing you that in a bit, just to show you where you can find all the videos as we've gone along. As I intend to every week, 78 cards, one card a week for about 40 minutes an hour, and then breaking it down with you how to read that card like we are now. Look, if you have that feeling of the Three of Cups, it's a buzz, it's a high, it's a joy, it's a celebration. You're celebrating. Hey, we've just graduated, we've got the prom, it was absolutely fabulous, all my friends are here. That sudden loss of actually graduating, the very thing you actually wanted, may now be, I don't know what to do next. This friend's going here, they're off to do that, they've all got it sorted, I don't know what I want, I'm going to miss them. Their journey's taking them across the world somewhere differently and contemplating what to do. People are saying to me, why don't you do this? And our figure in the cards is actually just not able to focus on the here and now. They are looking at the Three of Cups, the joy of before that completion. I hope that makes sense. All right. So let me take that one off the screen. Obviously, we're going to keep apathy there. Let's go for this one. Okay. So, need to find my keyword there. I do apologise. I am very, very hot. Okay. So, the Fool. Just think, I'm keeping it really simple for you. One keyword to marry with another keyword. Don't worry about the whole list. I've got 2 keywords for the Four of Cups tonight, even though I showed you the PDF of more, and even though we've done the tutorial of everything and anything. You can't do it all. It takes time. All right? So let's do it simply. If we get a major card, the Fool, all we need to know is instead of saying, oh, leaps of faith and this and that and the other, we want to say something new. Great, something new. But we're feeding in the Four of Cups into what's new. And we are feeling apathetic towards it, because that's the key word I've got up there for you at the moment regarding the Four of Cups. How could that apply? The apathy of something new. I'm not interested. I just don't feel it. I know you've said to me, I've got a new, well, you've graduated from, let's say, high school, and now you're going off to university, and you do not feel it. You are dwelling on those Three of Cups, your friends from school, high school, graduation. Or you are at university, and you've finished university, And what's new is you're now out into the world of career and work, getting a job. And you're going, I know I wish my life away to do this, but I am not feeling it. I was so happy studying. I was so happy where I lived, with my friends, with the life I had, the student's life, you know. I wanted to do this. I don't know what to do next. And yes, I'm overqualified in this, but maybe they're overwhelmed by choice. But look at the figure in the card. They are looking at the celebration of what happened before now and what's new. New offering. I'm giving it to you. So this isn't about, oh, you know, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be great. It's actually being offered now. And our figure cannot connect with that. I cannot connect which way. Okay. Oh, you saw somebody doing it. Yeah. Interesting. I don't know many people that actually pair major and minor. I really don't. As in, it's something, must be one of my old students, because it is such a different method. I am delighted that anyone uses it because it makes everything. It's everything I've been doing, Passionate Surgery. It's what the cards are, and the courses are all about. But I urge people to actually thread it all together. I think what goes wrong is we learn the cards and feel that we're able to do a psychic reading, like somebody that we met in a psychic fair that was what we felt very psychic, very gifted, from a whole line of generation of whatever, and we feel very much intimidated by the whole process. Or we see, you know, somebody going, I'm doing oracle cards, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing the other, and we go on and on and on and on and go, I'm overwhelmed. Perhaps like Four of Cups figure, you know, apathy. What about if it's contemplation? Whoops, sorry, I put the wrong word up, that's completion, my apologies. What about if we take away the word apathy and bring up contemplation? Contemplating, okay, so what's new? It's feeding the minor card into the major card. So we've got something new, new journey, but it's a new emotional experience. There's nothing physical in this. Why? We have no wands. It's not action. Okay, so we are in the Cancerian vibe, which we're in right now. We are in the Pisceans vibe, and we are in the Scorpio. All about emotions, how they feel. And, you know, Ace to 10 of Cups is all of the elements of water. And it's all about feelings. And people do not do things unless they do it for a reason. You know, the reason I trained to be a doctor was I wanted to X. The reason I did not do nursing was because I am no good at being Y. There is a reason. The reason I moved abroad was, there is a reason. So people don't just do things. The fool might, you know, but they'll take a leap of faith, but they've got to feel it. So the connection is, what's going on here? What are they contemplating that's new? We don't know. We just know it's an emotional experience of something that's not been offered before. The Fool is easy. It's something there is no history. It's not been offered before. So it's not like a cycle of it's a new year, because we had a new year last year and the year before that and the year before that. This is something brand new where there is no history. So if somebody was to say, oh, you know, is my ex coming back, and you get the Fool, we don't know from that card, but what we can say is the person I'm looking at is somebody brand new, not somebody from your past. Now, let's take that one down. She says, sometimes these things that I put up on here are fiddly because they are all little boxes, and I can't pick them up because they're transparent. Okay, so I'm going to say, I hope it's the right one. Yes, it is. The Hermit, on the other hand. So from a question being asked is, my ex coming back, and you have the Fool. There's somebody brand new in your life. I can't see your ex from this pair. is what our previous combination actually was. This is the past. Keep it simple. The Hermit is a card of the past. Now also, to make it simple, if you've got the Hermit and it's connected to the past is someone from the past, but it's also experience, isn't it? Because it's only by doing things before that gives you experience. So there's another word straight away, another key word that makes sense to the Hermit. And just keeping it simple. Don't go going, oh, you know, is this an older person or this or that or the other? It's something from the past. And the past is all about experience. So the Four of Cups being fed into that is maybe this person is dwelling upon the happy times from the past. Most certainly the Four of Cups is all about that. But it's definitely with the Hermit. And if somebody was asking the question, is somebody coming back from my past? It's like, well, in actual fact, you'll be a new opportunity there, and it's coming from the Hermit, so yes. Hi, hello. Thank you so very, very much. I'm just going to, for a moment. Okay. Thank you very much. So glad that you are here. Just make sure that you subscribe so you know when we're on. Nothing more, nothing less. And if not, well, I've got the podcast for you. That's really nice. If you have the Death card, could it be someone from the past? Could be, but let's do that one, okay? It's probably not. Person from the past is the Hermit, and of course you've got Six of Cups, which we'll be looking up. So big cards from the past: Hermit, Six of Cups, Three of Swords. So what's happened? Keep it simple. So if you're looking at the Death card, I would say probably could be, but I'd keep it simple and go with the three I've just given you. I hope that helps. Could be, as I said. I'm not going to say no, but I wouldn't personally look at it in that way. All right, there'd need to be the Hermit, there would need to be some court cards, there would need to be the Six of Cups, and there would also need to be at least the Three of Swords. Okay, so they're definitely cards past. So can you see, if you keep it simple, what's new? The Fool. What's the past? A Hermit, Three of Swords, Six of Cups. So if you're trying to actually go, and what's this and what's that, I wouldn't. I thought I'd bring the keywords on to help you the way I am. Yeah, definitely you're right. Definitely right with the Six of Cups. Yeah, nostalgia, which I have been for the last month, and I'm never like that. Although I'm a Cancerian and they very much sort of dwell upon what's happened in the past, I am not like that at all. Perhaps because of the other combinations and where, you know, it's where my sun is, and what degree it's come up in. My sun is in the 9th house, even though it's Cancer, so that connects to being very adventurous as a Cancerian. My moon is Leo, so again, fire, determination, and then I have the depth of Scorpio, as in the Scorpio rising. So, you know, typical Cancerians, there isn't one unless somebody's got so much water in their chart that they are, you know, very, very, very nostalgic and in the past. So we're not just one aspect of our zodiac sign, but it helps you to get started. So I'm going to actually try and find that one for us. Probably hit on the wrong one. Let's do Temperance. So if we've got Temperance and we've got Contemplation, if we're looking at Temperance, I would say look at this, finding the right mix. And you might say there's a whole load of other things. Of course there is, but I can't write it all in a tiny space for you. No, you know, we did the tutorial about temperance in the past. You can go back to that. And we've done the combination of what we did with temperance. So I want to keep it really simple with one keyword for one card and one keyword for another, possibly two because of the Four of Cups, as I've said, contemplation and apathy. Overdoing it, you'll end up with nothing. Better to actually go, if I keep it really simple, then you can start to break outside of the mold and start to experiment and play with it however you want, which is what I love. That's my Scorpio rising, you see, dig. So temperance, finding the right mix. So that's our major arcana card. But the Four of Cups is saying, well, we're dwelling on Three of Cups. When I was really happy and it was a situation that's not happening now. What's happening now? I can't, very defensive, very, very moody person. Look at the language of the body, crossed arms, protecting the solar plexus. But he's grounded because guess what? As much as he's got that pose, he's sitting with his base chakra earthed on the grass. So you see, something's going to actually ground him with all this emotion of apathy and discontent and disappointment and dwelling on the Three of Cups. Four of Cups, of course, it's not a card of the past, but it's actually, we cannot shake off the fact that we are not connected with the present, possibly because we want to go back to things how they were, or I don't want either of them, too far away from me, and I just want to be on my own. Finding the right mix, in what way? Look at the suit. Finding the right mix emotionally for you. So if this was somebody who's saying, if I was reading for myself and I drew these two cards today, what would it mean? It means about mixing and blending, finding the right mix. Temperance, of course, links to Sagittarius. Sagittarius is all about higher learning, culture, flights, holidays. Perfect time of year for me to be discussing holidays, flights, yes? It's all those things. So maybe finding the right mix to study and contemplating further learning, finding the right mix. I'm contemplating, from the Four of Cups, the right mix of long distance travel. I'm contemplating where would be the right culture for me work-wise. When I say culture, I mean that in two ways. One, the culture as in globally, whether we are with Europeans or Americaners or, help with somebody, there's loads of other ones, different continents, all of that. But the culture I'm talking about, whether or not you want a culture where people are emotional or whether people are purposeful in the way that they work, or whether people are structured, or whether when you work for them, you feel that they are intentional about what they do in the workplace. Or you might want to be around people that just go, I'll wing it, or it's, a fast-paced place, should I say, like an emergency A&E department. Some people love the buzz. That's what I mean. It's cultures like that. And temperance is about that. What do you want? Do you want it to be fast? Do you want it to be slow? Do you want it to be a little bit of both of those? Temperance is a card, Sagittarius, that often connects to the hotel industries or bed and breakfast or pubs or, travel lodges, and what do they call them now? These little places. Airbnb, bed and breakfast, Airbnb, that's what I was looking for. Hotels, pubs, restaurants, cafes, things that are to do with hospitality to people where there's food and drink involved. Look at the two cups, flowing. I always think of that as a way to pouring something for you to drink. So if you think of that, anywhere where that would be happening, or the barmaid, or the maitre d', whatever you want, yeah, try and bring it together. Finding the right mix, finding the right group of people for you to go into your further learning, your higher learning, your journey in life, your long distance travel. Where will I be going? What part in the world is there for me? You know, what kind of people do I want to be around? And the Four of Cups is the contemplation of that. And you cannot make those huge decisions if you are at a football game and all that noise, the crowd cheering, you know, it's wonderful. But how can you think straight? How can you actually focus on the big, important matters? You need to connect inwardly. So although the Four of Cups can appear that this guy is sulking, he's probably trying very hard to have decompression away from the situation, mourn the loss of how things were, and say, how do I feel about what's happening next in my journey? And Temperance is a journey. Again, it's journeys. Do you know the journey cards? Okay, we've got the Chariot, obvious one. It's on the road. Temperance card, long distance. Look at the angel's wings. Airplane. Easy. Six of Swords. Ferryman. Boat. We can miss the obvious. The Chariot is an old-fashioned word for on-the-road travel. So it can be a bicycle, a moped, a three-wheeler, quad bike, Arctic lorry. Yeah? Can you see what I'm saying? Think like that. And what would that involve if someone said, is this a long-distance relationship? Usually on the road, short journeys wouldn't be a long-distance relationship. Temperance would. Oh, but it's a long way in the car. Yeah, but it's not a short journey. Short journeys is the Lovers. Why? Because it's the third house in astrology, and this is where the courses come in, and this is where you can learn all of this. The third house, and in astrology, that's communication and short journeys. So if you use this system, not only are you learning to power, but you're learning to place, position, and bring everything together so that you really do know what you're doing. Okay, so if I better move that first and then make sure. All right, so that's an exciting one. I'm not going to do that one. This one's good. Okay, so what's this one about? The Tower, fast changes. How do you feel? What does the Tower make us feel like? As if something fast is happening, as opposed to something slow. When we do the court cards, you will see that the slowest is a Knight of Pentacles. In the major arcana, Knight of Pentacles is Taurus. So in the major arcana, we'd be looking for Taurus. So again, that would be the Hierophant. So your two slow cards are Taurians. No disrespect to anybody Taurus. It just is they're very grounded, and they need to have all of the facts in front of them, because they're quite traditional and go with the flow of what works, rather than actually just do things like Mars does. Oh, we'll just blow everything up. You know, we'll just go for it. Push, bang, wallop. That's what the Tower is. But really, you don't have to say that to somebody in a reading or to yourself. If you drew this today, you go, right, things are going to happen really fast. And I'm in a place of contemplation. I'm going to have to really see how I feel about all this. And I may be offered things from other people that are really a gift. Remember that when we look at the Three of Cups that are standing, that he's dwelling on, the hand that's coming is the Ace of Cups, which we've already done. So you're actually being offered the Ace of Cups, new emotional beginning. But you are saying, I'm very unsettled right now. I need to see how I feel about this, not what I think, because it's not swords. Swords is what we think. Not what I'm going to do. He's not going to do anything at the moment. We have no ones there, and we have no tangible reality from the pentacles. So if we drew this today, we'd go, wow, things are going to be happening, fast changes, contemplation. Of course, I could give you everything I gave you in the tutorials, but how can we look at each and every one? So why don't we just focus on one, like I'm doing, and say, that can then make you go, fast changes, the tower, hitting somebody like lightning. What's the story of the tower? We know that people actually built a tower as a stairway to heaven. Why? They thought, that's what they could do, because they could. And God got angry because a bolt of lightning came down and said, you've built that on completely, a house of sand. There's nothing stable in what you built it on. And so therefore my displeasure is, there's the lightning bolt, the arrow, yeah? And look at the crown, knocking that crown chakra off. And we've got everything going on there, yeah? Okay, let's have a look. I have no idea why my aircon is not working. I think it's blowing out on the fan. My husband put it on and I'm melting, so I won't be long, folks. I can't say I'm sweating. Is that something quick coming in that he is contemplating on? It's twofold, isn't it? Yeah, something quick where he will need to contemplate what's happening. I would say if this came up immediately, it's something that's already happened, or if it came up as in the spread in a timing position, a future position, which I can't show you because, how can I do all of that? Let's do what we can here. Yeah, so it depends on where it comes up in the spread, but if it's first two cards we've drawn, it's about something fast is about to happen, we will need to contemplate it. Or something fast is about to happen, we can use our other word here. We've got apathy to the fact that there are fast changes. Oh, I'm not happy about that at all. That's what it is, But you're being offered something really fast. I don't want that one, I want that one. There was a program about that years ago, wasn't it? I forget who it was, the characters. It was like, I don't want that one, I want that one. It's like, I bought you an ice cream, I don't want that, I want that one. And that is kind of our Four of Cups. Again, I say these things to you because that, when it resonates and you've got a little story going on, or, Four of Cups reminds me of when I was a child, Cancerian, just down. It's an acquired skill to not sulk. And Four of Cups looks like he's sulking. So we could say that. Well, that's just one part of it. It's not every part of it by any means. It's really about decompressing and going, I know you're offering me the Ace of Cups, but hold on a minute. I have got to get my emotions settled down because they are quite disturbed right now. The Tower would tell you that. Okay, but the Four of Cups on its own is just telling you he's got apathy, and you say, oh, miserable so-and-so. I was saying, it's a card of how I used to feel. It's like, oh, you've hurt my feelings, and I'm a Cancerian, I'm going to pull away, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk. Until I realised everyone was having a marvellous time, and there was me sulking, hoping people would notice. And at the age of 7, it's like, get left behind here, I don't like this thing, and gave that up as a bad job. But it was a natural thing, and it was an acquired skill for me to go sulking. Just really, it's only you that's actually miserable. Everyone just goes, if you want to be like that, and I've talked you out of it, do what you want. Won't keep offering you the Ace of Cups, will I? So it's how we feel, it's how we're affected, and it's how things are. Okay, I'm hoping. Let's see. That's the one. Okay, so death card. All right. So I think you asked me a question earlier on, Passionate Saji, Let's whiz it back. Let's see. Okay. If you had the death card, could it be someone from the past? Could be. Wouldn't be something I would focus on. But I would look at it as transformation. I was going to write change, and I did. And then I thought, actually, transformation and change. Transformation, think of it in its very terms of what that really, really is all about. Okay. Transformation, feeling that we have apathy towards the changes. When we go through a transformation, nobody likes change. We all find it uncomfortable. We all get excited and then we go, you know, that's the very nature of us being complex as human beings. And we feel, oh gosh, now, you know, this is everything I wanted, now I'm scared. Perfect example of that is I've trained to learn to drive. I've got my driving test coming up. I don't want to do it. Why? I feel sick with nerves. But it would be a transformation from you being a learner into a driver. And, you know, I was a driving instructor and people used to say to me at any age, I feel really grown up now. And I had people that were in their 70s pass their driving test quite regularly. Quite regularly, it was not just your 17-year-olds. I know there are those that, you know, think it's just young people. The transformation, but everybody would go, okay, let's get this over and done with. I really don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. It's, you know, you take an exam. Why do we say that? Does anybody know why we do that? There is a very good reason for it. Does anybody know? Because it's linked to transformation. And so that's a really good example, taking a test or an exam and going, I'm about to walk into the driving test centre and take this driving test with the examiner who's got the capacity to say yes or no to me. Why am I being like this? Because you know something, I say to them, we don't get it today, we can come again next month or the week after or whenever they've got a slot available for you, and you can keep taking it. You know, they'll have more lessons, whatever it is. Can you see what I mean? But why do you think that the transformation causes people to be apathetic about that transformation or contemplating? Why? The reason being, it is completely to do with they have invested so much. It means emotionally so much to them that they do not want to put this much full effort in to the situation again, because everything has been on hold. They have given everything to it. You know, they've probably given their savings, they've gone without a holiday, they've not gone out with their friends, they've stayed in, they've had to maybe pay for babysitters because they're parents to take the actual exam, the lessons, whatever it is. It has been so much disruption that they have done everything they could, and they really just want to be able to get their lives back on track yet again, to go to a space and a place to go, okay, now I can actually do what I want to do instead of this thing is completely consuming everything we do. The structure is all towards what's needed, and of course transformation and passing the test is wonderful. They feel like a grown-up, they feel like an adult. But the contemplation is also, hang on a minute, now I'm out there on my own. That sense of responsibility of, being a driver without my instructor, no one to ask, hang on a minute, I've got to plan the route, how do I do that? There's all this that comes in, contemplation. So in that transformation, we might miss our driving lessons, even though, you know, we actually said, no, I don't want to pay for them. And the baby said, actually, you know what, I did all of that. It really was great. Let's talk about everything and anything. We went wicked places. I felt really good. I really enjoyed it. You know, it was a great feeling. Now I'm scared. You know, it's me on my own. Now I've got to pay for insurance. Now I've got to choose a car. Now I'm really scared. Now I've got to plan a route. Now everyone expects me to just be able to go from A to B, or to, you know, do a long journey. You see? So transformation. We need to contemplate. We need to get our head around it. We need to be able to think straight, and we need to say, I do not want to be in a football pitch with all this noise. I cannot think straight. I need to make some serious sort of decisions based on how I feel. And how I feel is connected to suit of cups, because it's the element of water, and it's all about our emotions. The death card is also connected to the element of water. It's Scorpio. So this will be felt with great intensity. So this is kind of why I said I don't really, it could be something to do with the past, because, you know, you might not want to let go of your old self. So that's where the connection could be, passionate Saggy. But that's making it a bit complicated. But yes, if we want to go deeper. So you're not wrong at all. But I wouldn't make it my first choice. I'd go, right, okay, you know what, the transformation. Yeah, I don't want things to change. You know, look at the bishop in that card there. You know, he's like, I want to still have, you know, if you're a bishop, of course, or you are working for the religious order, you have your home, you have your vocation, you know, everything is attached to that. You see? And to change that, well, he'd suddenly have to find somewhere to live if it was the bishop. And he can't do that without a job. And what's he qualified to do, apart from maybe teach religion or whatever? And that could take some time, because it's quite a unique position, isn't it? Do you see? So transformation, the death card is very much about transforming from the caterpillar into the butterfly. It's about going on to the next stage. It's about being able to say that change is coming. And it's coming whether you like it or not. Nothing stays the same. The universe will not allow it. And we might not like that. We might be sulking. We might actually be going, okay, I don't mind that at all, but stop offering what's new, because I've got used to what I've let go of. Yeah. And I need to see how I feel about that. It's not a card of mourning. It's more a card of decompressing and having apathy, or contemplating how to deal with that. Okay, folks, I am going to say I'm going to show you the podcast where you can watch. Okay, so, you know, Tuesday Tarot Twist, it's on the podcast there for you. So this is how you can read the Ace of Swords, the Two of Swords, all in order of the suit. So we started with the Major Arcana, and then we went through the Swords, Ace to 10. We're now going through the Cups and Ace to 10. And then I will continue along, and we'll do the Court cards last of all, okay? And you'll find it all there on my YouTube channel. But if you want to see how this can actually build up, this is what my spread actually looks like. And that's, if you look at that, it's a pair out for every position, but look at the size of the spread. Okay. I'll try and do the star card for you, passionate Saggy. That's what you're asking me for, and then I'm going to pull away. If you do want to actually look at how you'd be able to do a spread like I've shown you, or use this pairing method, it's up there on my website, the courses. Just above my head you'll see home and then courses, and where the pairs technique comes in is my signature course, Part 1, Intermediate, and there is Advanced, but Advanced is an extension of what you learn here. It's the next stage. However, there are in the actual courses, there is all the Major Arcana videos on each one, And, it's yours on the website for as long as I'm alive. Okay, so it's as simple as that. All right. Actually, what a treat that we have got you, Passionate Saji. Let's see, I'm not sure if it's going to land. There it is, star card. That's what you asked for. So if we've got the star card, I am using the keyword of hope. But the star card is also wishes. It's a card of healing, of course. But again, water. Yeah. But then look at that. We've got water there, which is lovely. So we've got the element of water twice, but we've also got the star card actually is the water carrier, Aquarius. So it's an air card, an air sign element card connected to Aquarius. But we've got the star, okay, and we've also got the element of earth in that picture. All right, so that's why we would say it's all about hopes, wishing upon a star. That's another great one to remember. So it's about wishes, it's about hope. But it's about reevaluating. So if you are going through some healing, or what you're wishing for, or what you hope for, to reevaluate that, see, hopes and wishes are also connected to our fears, because we fear it's not going to happen. So reevaluating that we are emotionally resilient and strong enough to be able to go forwards with our journey of hope, inspiration, what we're wishing for, all of those things. But quite simply, reevaluating hope. Sometimes people are like, I haven't got any hope, just don't feel it. When you are depressed, and I mean, really depressed, not just a bit upset, but when you are depressed, and Four of Cups, let's face it, could actually be telling us this person is a little bit down. They are not ready. They are not ready for that Ace of Cups coming from the hand, coming from a cloud. They're not ready. They need time to process their feelings, to decompress. I really prefer that word. That's what he's doing. It doesn't mean that's what that card means. It is about reevaluation, discontent, apathy, But that's because we're saying, can you not just give me some time to cope with all of this? That's what that card means. And it's like, here you are, I'm giving you hope. Sometimes people are not ready. The Four of Cups is a card of really saying he's not ready emotionally yet. The hope has been offered. If you see, the Ace of Cups coming from the cloud is really what the star card's about. We're being told what's going on there. So if there is hope, he's reevaluating it, because then he's accountable and capable to actually invest in that hope and to go with his wishes and to actually be prepared to say, I know what my biggest fears are. Like I said, driving test, you hope you're going to pass, don't you? Sorry, I had an itch. But, one of your biggest fears is that you won't. So what? You'll survive that. You just don't want to go through all of that again. You don't want to have to pay for the lessons, to book the test, to actually turn around and delay the fact you're not driving yet. You can't take your kids to school yet. You did it all for that, and it's a palaver, and people are, you have to say to people, oh, I thought you were taking your test, aren't you driving now? And people go, I didn't pass it. No, never mind, you'll do it. And I'm like, I thought that too, but I didn't. We've got to have the understanding that people need to reevaluate. And there are people, I'm not doing it again, I'm not taking that exam again. That's silly, isn't it? That's how they feel. I can't do this again. So they need time to be able to adjust emotionally so that they can have the hope. I've used the driving test one because I think it's probably something we could all identify with, the nerves and the build up to that. Transformation it makes, the difference it makes in their lives, how it makes them feel like an adult, or how they feel wrecked by the whole experience, or they pass and they go, oh, I don't want to go out on my own. Yes, you do. Yeah, but I don't Yes, I do and I don't. It's processing. So the Four of Cups, if you look at everything I'm telling you, there's all those complex emotions going on. And someone goes, come on, off you go. Like the Ace of Cups, you know, here you are, I'm giving you this, why aren't you happy? Because he's not ready. He needs to process. Okay, thank you so much, everybody. I hope you're enjoying how this is all going. And I will see you Thursday, when, of course, we will be back and we'll be doing a continuation of the cups. And it, of course, will be the number after the Four of Cups, which, of course, is the Five of Cups. All right, so take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you Thursday at 5, where we do the tutorial on the Five of Cups. If you can't make it, don't forget there are on the podcast, and of course my tutorial on how to actually read that will be there. Oh, bless you, Raman. I'm so pleased. Passionate Sagis doing the courses too. The method helps, doesn't it? And you know, this is your place to either find that you can do the courses, or you're already doing the courses and this is where your support is. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much, and see you Thursday, if not next Tuesday, all at 5. Bye for now.